Alright, so this is a game called LEN'S Island, and I've done a previous save that I've been playing a little bit. I had recorded, and I realized my audio was recording through my speakers, my external speakers. So we're gonna go ahead and start this over a little bit and go with ZZ77. I don't know, we'll just leave it at that, you know? I don't know. I'm not good at anything. So you've got WASD, mouse, and controller coming soon, which I think is really cool. Especially with the little bit I played this game, I feel like it would actually benefit from it. But so we're gonna go with the dev recommended because there's skills that you can get, and those go on your QWER. I think it goes all the way to R. So we're gonna do that. Once we got used to it, you got 4 different homelands that you can choose from. I'm gonna choose Jaro. Let's go ahead and do I wear shoes or not? Trick question. I never wear shoes. So you can do more character customization here, but I don't really care to do that much with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the game here and go from there. So you can kind of see a little bit here. There's a windmill. There's some farmland. There's mines. There's a bunch of little different things that looks like you're going to be able to do with world building, and I look forward to seeing what the devs unlock over time. I know currently, today being February 9th, they are slated to release 4 major updates. They just released one a couple of days ago, so I'll be interested to see what comes with those. The latest one was in celebration of the Chinese New Year. It is a kind of cosmetic for crafting and stuff. So here's your first little starter area. You can sleep when it gets dark enough, and you can save. This is your backpack. I'm not going to really go into it here, but basically you don't actually have item management in a normal inventory. You have a max for each item, which is really cool in the long run, because it gets a little tedious with how much you actually get stuff. You can get backpack expansions. So far this I've seen is 500, and you can get that once you get into town. But the cool thing here is the tool chest. The items don't have durability currently, but they do have. You can highlight over it to 2 what type of damage and what it does. So it does 40% stab damage, 100% slash, 30% bludgeoning, 45 hit per hit if I do a critical, which we'll get to in a second. It does 5 to 6, high speed attack, low knockback. Then you got the 2 basic tools. So we're gonna grab some berries first because food. So I don't know if you can see it. There's a little circle that shows up at the farthest point of my swing. I'll use a hatchet and see if I can get a better one. At the base of it, right there. No. Right there, you can see it. You click while it's in there, you do it, and that goes for any weapon. Now, each weapon has a very different attack pattern. That makes it unique, so it's not like you can get used to it every time. You're just doing the same thing, tells you about the critical hits here. So we're gonna knock this tree down. We're gonna get a couple of these trees because we need some wood. I haven't tested it actually. Can I make trees fall on other trees? It's actually a little bit this way. best thing to do, you start hearing it, no way. Just get out of there and be like, nope, not today, dude. Like Animal Crossing with all the see, that's what I was talking about also. I walked into the tree, and even though it didn't actually fall on me or do anything near me, it still ended up actually causing damage. And a bit over the top annoying, but hey. There's not a whole lot of things that actually can hurt you, unless you're in a dungeon. And I kind of get it. They want to add a little bit of overworld damage. So we're going to go into our crafting, which you can do with F if you want to reclaim anything. Or you can go into your travels backpack, and this is how you select items. So I need limestone and stone to make more foundations. But for right now, we're going to just do this. And we need to make a bed. What do I need for a bed? I need fiber. So we're going to make that. And also the tools, I didn't show you this earlier, but they have a resource bonus. So when you use them for the technical resource that you were supposed to harvest with them, you get a much larger harvest. One thing about this game is it doesn't really have much of a tutorial to begin with, but like I will always say, and I will support, especially LEN'S devs, is the fact that I understand tutorials aren't necessarily the first thing you want to do when you're developing a game, in my opinion, because there's just so much that you're so now we have a bed, we can save and sleep here. There's so much you're working towards, and you don't necessarily know how the game's going to play out. So you don't really want to create a tutorial, waste your time on that, and then come back to it and be like, well, we changed the mechanic, so we're going to have to change all this again. It will work for yourself, and frankly, no one wants to do that. So there's a couple of shortcuts I've learned that can make life a lot easier. First thing first, you want to get a garden. Grow beds are the best thing out there. Plant some blueberries and get those going. You'll have no issues. We'll start with what I've seen so far, the best grow bed, because it doesn't actually require you to place it on a foundation. You can get a garden one, but it, in my opinion, is more of an aesthetic. It can only hold 5 or 6 items, and the other one holds 9. And honestly, the lack of that foundation and having some other things to walk up on and they do snap, so it's not like it's not resistant. You don't need the test spacing you have to do it right. I'm gonna go harvest some stuff and I'll be right back. Oh, third time's a charm, even though I've done this twice now on my own and made it. There we go. So we're gonna put this, makes it a little easier. We're gonna look at our materials real quick. So this is what I was kind of talking about. Little tidbits or whatever. You can come over here and get all sorts of resources that hard to get necessarily, but they aren't instantaneous. You can come in here and recycle this into the center of your world. And I don't know if you're able to see all of this, but a good portion of these actually have iron shards, which I'll show you in a little bit. I'm trying to overdo it. I have some limestone from that, but I can get some more limestone out of that, but obviously it's just gonna overdo that limit, so we'll let me actually so there's no purpose the resource that I can come back for later at a different time. I'm gonna go see what I need for the village. Crafting items or new blueprints. So I got the stuff. So we're gonna go to town because there is a what's the item? Came here for something and I cannot think of it off the top of my head. Anyways, while we're here, I can give a little tour. This person is the one who sells the backpack and stuff. And then you've got, like, dark essence and lightstone, which are things you find down in the dungeon. She sells and buys flowers. They're about 1-to-1 ratio, which is actually pretty good, considering. This is for sale. It is bakery, it says coming soon. I don't know when you can actually buy it. I haven't gotten it before I have 2,000. I actually just had started getting rad money. And the other one, this one, guy back here actually sells and buys stone, limestone, and clay. There's a little well there. Doesn't look like it's actually. The blacksmith actually, so this right here, something I didn't realize. There's no gold cost for this item. And this mace actually does do mining damage, but also you just have to bring these materials to craft it. You don't have to pay them anything. That's it. And I'm gonna this guy buys and sells glass. Glass is not really hard to just find in the world. There is a refinery, which should be probably one of the top priorities because you can actually turn stone into iron shards. Something I have no idea what it was. Let's head back. So yeah, like you said, like I said, you can kind of look at that. My game wasn't super easy to do much, but I might come back and do like a little breakdown over what the game is potentially going to unveil. So yeah, your light doesn't automatically turn on. You have to put coal in it, and it does perpetually stay lit as far as I've seen. So there's not an issue with having to worry about it firing on you. Let's build this well real quick. So I need wood and fiber. Let's knock this tree down. Should do enough. It'll give me enough wood. Gotta create one grow bed. Now you definitely want to make sure you get the well first, because if you don't have access to water, you cannot get the watering can up and going, and that would not do well. Matter of fact, actually, let me build this first. We're gonna build this stuff outside, actually. Last time I built it all inside, and now we kind of access it easily instead of always having to go inside. And the top-down view is great and all, but it's a little hard to see sometimes or angle because of where the walls are. I'll try to make myself start. Alright, we got that. So like I was saying, you come in here and your salvage metal is the ability to learn. So two things to learn. The fireplace is a little less necessary because it does require wheat and farming, and for you to be making I think you have to have a windmill. And I still haven't gotten to it, and I've had the level 2 workbench. Another thing here is right here. And this is your next best friend. Making the watering can is so much better. You can start farming. And this game to me is like crazy. And it does go back relatively quick enough for you to actually find it places. But it doesn't go back fast enough for you to get it in the mines. And you definitely need it, because until you get more scrap and all that, which is why I was highly recommending that you get the refinery first, because being able to turn stone, which is a relatively common material, to the iron shards makes it a lot to and to actually start making craft better stuff. We got enough for one grow bed, so we're gonna bring it over here this time. There's less trees spawn over here, so I won't have to come back here. Interesting. The trees kind of we're gonna start it right. I like to make sure it doesn't grass come through. Alright. Right here. So we got 3 blueberries, 3 marigolds, and 3 roses. And you press W to water. And so it lasts 2 days, which is about 1 harvest before it dries out, usually. I haven't seen anything differently, but I don't always know I'm gonna go find some berries real quick because I'm starving. There's a couple. So the one downside is not having a backpack. I can't just automatically reselect that. So it does kind of come as a hindrance eventually because for me to access all of my stuff, I have to be patient, and that's not something I am super familiar with. As you can see, because my first playthrough, by the time I got to this point, I was about an hour and a half in, and I'm already 22 minutes. I'm not even going to have to edit this video, because, honestly, I was able to talk enough. It was fun. The game does progress relatively quickly at first, and I feel like knowing after I play a little bit, it's going to progress a lot quicker. I feel like half of it in the beginning is just trying to figure out what the game's telling you and what it wants you to do. Probably should have left those a bit of grove, but I got a grow bed going already, so I'm not super worried about it. Especially because I think I'm going to get a few more real quick. So that way I can have a lot at any given time. So like I said, you go through a lot of them in the dungeons. And there are other heals to get to when you're inside the dungeon and all that, and I'll explain it. There's, like I said, they don't tell you. I mean, there's a lot of self-discovery, which I thought was cool and annoying all at the same time. I'm being completely honest. I need one more, so it's a nice even flavor. Now, the water you can actually get for, but you have to be in the right spot. And let me tell you, it's not the easiest to find. Now, I think you'll notice I'm only doing 4 damage to that little bush while I'm doing 9 to the tree. That's part of the resource bonus that I was telling you about. This is 100% damage to my resource. So these are doing 3. Right, we got enough for another grow bed. So let's go ahead and get that set up. We're gonna go and put all of those, and just gonna do everything that I've got. There's all either money or healing. Alright, let's like I said, if you stand about halfway, if you stand on that second row and you water, it gets these 2 and then the 2 on the other side. And that's a full harvest. Now you can't sleep to another day, so you do get a little bit trapped with time frame. You can't speed jump through it. But I think that's gonna end it. Like the video if you don't mind. If you thought it was interesting and you want to see more of this game, or leave comments below about what you think of the game and or any ideas you might have that you think would be fun for it. Or other games like it that you like that are chill, and kind of just make you feel good while you're playing. Not necessarily something that has a linear path that you have to walk. Something that you can be free to do what you want, save, exit whenever, whether you play for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Alright. Well, y'all have a good night, or good morning, whichever time of day you're watching this. Oh, you might be reading it. I don't know. You like closed captions? Enough of the bad jokes and the horrible banter that I do. I'm aware it's not pretty. Alright. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.